It broke. It broke. Yeah, bro.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of walking around. Oh, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You say it's true. And it's like me. And like to be human too. Oh.
We're off to Disneyland. We had some breakfast and yeah, we're gonna hit the parks. And actually, since we're in an elevator, I guess there's not much to do. I'm just gonna quickly talk about like why I love Disneyland so much. Cause like there's a lot that goes into the parks that just kind of people don't really realize, and it's one of the greatest things about them.
Now don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you.
I've been here like many times, but I've never had the security bag check in line be this long.
I'm gonna text Charlie because I've hit the goatee for the longest time.
There you go, Ethan.
Thank you. And so something I kind of wanted to talk about was this why Disney? Why do I love Disney so much? I mean, like I have an annual pass. I go here like a bunch of times a year. It's like people always ask me why, because everyone likes Disney. It's not really a question of whether I like Disney or not. Why do I like put so much time and know so much? It gives you a greater appreciation of the parks. And one of those things is like the attention to detail. Like look at, I'm in the Star Tour ski right now, and instead of just having a regular thing where it's just you wait in line, the whole line, it's like an airport, because if you think about it, that's what a spaceport really probably would be in the future. Or they have so many things that are references, like right here we have. Like those are actual props from the movies. Like they really make sure everything here is authentic, and you really feel like you're immersed. Yeah, and like another thing about the whole like every little detail thing that makes Disney different is we're heading to Adventureland right now. We just got off of the Space Rangers. I got like 400K, wasn't that good? But anyway, so we have Adventureland, right? And so if one of the things that Walt wanted when they originally built the parks was he wanted to make it so when you're standing in the center of the park in the hub, you can see every single land of the park all the way in except for Adventureland. You have to make a left turn because he wanted it when you're entering Adventureland to feel like an adventure, the unexpected, just because it's kind of what Adventureland was about, like the unexpected. And that's why right here we got ourselves a little left turn to get in. And yeah, it's just little things like that that really all added together make such an incredible park. Like there's so many little things I could point out of all of this, like the theming, and they actually make the aisleways smaller in Adventureland, so that feeling of being in a jungle and being immersed in like a new adventure really carries through. Yeah, and that little house thing right there, that's like a little story about a leprechaun who was living in Disneyland. And just like little things like that, yeah, we are. And little things like that, they're so small, and you would think they really wouldn't be anything, but every little thing adds up and makes just such an incredible park. Actually, since we're in the Indiana Jones school, I guess I would kind of talk about like what are all the things that went in. So they ordered to ride the ride. It's actually in a show building outside of the park. And when they were building it, they had to think of, okay, how do we get people half or a quarter mile away from the park without them feeling like forced? And so the solution they came up with was just designing one of the most immersive queues any attraction ever in Disneyland. And really, when you're just right here, there's no feeling of being separated or being not in like a jungle and in Adventureland. It's a fully immersive feeling. Another fun little thing is, you see this pole? Pull on that pole, it actually sets off a little trap to go off. So we're at the very front of the Snow White Scary Adventure line. We just finished up with the Pinocchio's Day Journey. But right as we're about to get on, they like made an announcement that like something happened with the power. And so I guess they're pulling people off the ride who are in it right now. And they said it'll be 15 to 20 minutes. So we're gonna see what happens, but oh well, at least we're on it, I guess. So I think while we're here in Fantasyland, a funny thing is that pretty much all of the attractions are original attractions, like from when the park first opened, with very small alterations. And when you go there, you realize a lot of the attractions are a little like weird. This is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride right here. I'd definitely say is the weirdest ride I've ever ridden in a Disney park. I'll throw in a few clips of it here. You'll see. And now, oh damn, it's hot! It's hot! Lynus, you know where we're going. You know where we're going. Orange Diamond. Apparently it's the fastest spinning one. Oh god, we're going fast. All right, so we're in Mount T-Party right now. This one is oh my god, Lynus. Oh my god, this is so fast. Okay, so fun little fact is, if you ever want to spin the fastest, go in the Orange Cup and hire a Lynus Rivera. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got to think together.
Oh my god, I have a headache.
Honestly, I didn't even know this was going on right now, like right now exactly, because I was just trying to get out of there and then I just noticed there's a parade blockage going, so. Yeah, so one other thing about being in the parks for just a little piece of advice. If you have like a fast pass very far away in like a certain amount of time you want to get to, make sure to check the parade schedule, because I'm supposed to meet my parents all the way at Guardians of the Galaxy in like 5 minutes, and we were stuck on the exact opposite side of the park in Disneyland, in Fantasyland, behind a parade for like the last 15 minutes. So it was a cool parade, we got to watch it. Just make sure to check that stuff out. Hello. One for me and one for me. Thank you. And with that, we are now in California Adventure.
And I'm gonna take this.
Scan complete.
Oh, and a little something, another thing about like the Disney being so great is that like something that they really managed to do that I just think is insane, that the music they play in their parks is a lot of times it is just normal music, or it'll be like jazz, or just it'll be with the theme, but it kind of puts like I feel like they're just playing Take the H in. And one of the reasons the song is one of my favorite songs is because I love Hollywoodland. And just that whole thing of hearing it there, and whenever I hear it, it just kind of makes me think about Disneyland and all the great things about it. It's just, it even makes even days when I'm not here, like, just a little bit better. I mean, it made me find a great song and that I love playing and love listening to, so, yeah. Chinese New Year, or just, oh, what is up? Is that a lot? Let's go see this. Huh, wow, that's fun. And just running into a friend like that kind of brings up like a new thing. Another reason that I just love Disney so much is like there is some kind of magic like in the air. And when I say that, I know it sounds like stupid, I know it sounds cheesy, but something just about this whole place, like there are things that are gonna happen to you that like can't be planned, that just happen out of pure like magic, I guess. And that's one of the just most amazing things about this park. Out of all of the things I love, that's the one thing you just cannot describe, and I don't think you can get anywhere else. Also, I'm about to try and win some stuffed animals.
All right, you guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go get that bread! Get that bread, let's go!
I want to be where the people are.
We Wonderland folks love to cook. Under the sea we ought to hug. We got those
Under the sea. Try to sing along. Under the sea. Yeah, and while I don't have like a fun fact about that, I did actually just learn something new. So I guess if there's ever like a kid crying or like just, you know, little kids having a little fit or a tantrum, which happens, the cast members have things they had planned for it. Like I saw a kid crying because he didn't want to go on the ride, and the cast member just grabbed this like light bubble blower kid's toy out of nowhere and gave it to the kid, and the kid was all happy, and then he rode the ride. Like what? I don't know if he got to keep it, but I mean, it's still like just little things like that. It did not hurt Disney to not help that kid, but they do, and like those are just the things that make this park so great, and so much just sets it apart. That we are now here in my favorite part of the park, Radiator Springs, or Cars Land, or whatever you want to call it. We're actually here for a fast pass, and we booked at like 10 in the morning. But yeah, the theming here and the lights here, especially at night, we'll get some pictures at night after. It is incredible. Like there is not a single place I can think of that just the feeling and like the lights and the aesthetic is nailed more perfectly. And that's just one of those things that like the Disney magic, that special flair they have, is that feeling you get when you're walking down like this. Yeah, and actually, as I'm editing this, I'm realizing now that I have way too much footage for one video, from the first day. So I guess this is gonna be the end of Disney Day 1, Vlog 1. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Part 2 will be coming out hopefully soon. And I just kind of threw together a little outro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.